What's up, investors and Money Talk family? Welcome to yet another Patreon exclusive video. In today's Patreon exclusive lesson, guys, we're going to be talking about how to pick out the next 10x penny stock. We've previously touched on the basics and more the macro of what we're looking for when it comes to the penny stock. But in today's lesson and going forward, at least, we're going to be specifically talking about what do we want from our ideal company to be doing and what are we looking for when it comes to picking out the next 10x penny stock. So without further ado, let's get this video started. All right. So now that we've started, okay, no subscribe, like, whatever edit in the video, okay? We're going to be talking about what is one of the main things that we need to be looking out for when it comes to the next 10x penny stock. And as you guys know, I always recommend taking notes. So what is this going to be? This is going to be the industry. That's right, industry talk. We need the company to be in an industry that is disruptive and is growing and has a lot of value, right, to provide, and it has a big market cap, right? The complete industry, the industry cap, whatever you want to call it, right? Because in that way, we know that our company, if it were to succeed and if it were to do well, it can gain a whole lot of attention and the stock price can go absolutely parabolic. Now, I saw this with NIO, right? I saw NIO in the early stages. The electric vehicle sector was booming, right? Back in early 2020. And I was like, okay, so these guys are doing all these things. They're part of the Chinese market. They're getting funding from the Chinese government. They're going to be China's Tesla, right? It just made a lot of sense to me. It made a lot of sense to me. And of course, it was, a ballsy bet, right? Because as we said previously, trading in the OTC market and in the penny stocks is very risky, right? That's why you guys don't see me come out with trade alerts saying, hey, buy this penny stock, buy that penny stock, right? Because it could all go upside down really fast, right? And the trades that I usually have on my trade alerts, right, these are more safer long-term to even short-term bets, right? That's what I make sure to do when it comes to my swing trading, and the trades that you guys get are my swing trades. So if you guys want to also be known about, what super risky plays do I make when it comes to penny stocks, make sure you guys leave down a comment, right? And just ask me, hey, could you also include those in your Patreons, right? I'll really appreciate that. And like we said earlier too, right? Investing in penny stocks is risky, but the risk could very much be worth the reward. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to picking out the next 10x penny stock, you need to be right 1 out of 10 times, right? Or maybe even 1 out of 20 times in order to get those big gains. Because after all, the other stocks don't just go to zero, right? They don't go down to zero. They don't go from $1 or whatever to zero. Maybe they fall down a little bit, maybe they go up, right? But the 10x will be there to kind of give your portfolio that big boost. So keep that in mind, right? That a lot of them won't work out, but the ones that will are going to be the ones that pay off, basically almost all of them, and make you profits, right? So that was regarding NIO. Now, what am I talking about regarding disruptive industry and etc.? What are some disruptive industries that are going to take over in the future, right? That at least I personally think are going to take over in the future, and you guys should be kind of looking for penny stocks maybe in those areas, right? So first of all would be obviously cryptocurrency, right? This is a no-brainer, super disruptive. Oh my God, payments going towards Bitcoin, whatever. So cryptocurrency is going to grow. The other one, this is also kind of becoming a whole lot more common now, right? I made a video on this a long time ago, but now this year it's become a lot more popular. Okay, so this is going to be the VR-AR space, aka the whole metaverse talk, right? Metaverse stocks, right? Metaverse penny stocks. Okay, this company's doing this company has this much sales, blah blah. They're doing well. Now the third one that is going to be big, in my opinion, right? And actually, I mean, it seemed I was very right. Like if we were having this conversation a year ago, you'd be like, Money Talk, you've got to be able to foresee the future the way you're picking out these stocks, right? That would be the psychedelic medicine sector, right? Psychedelic medicine sector, and that one was my pick, right? My pick, that 10x, was actually MindMed, right? And I jumped in around the 50-cent levels, and the stock ran all the way from 50 cents to almost $5, right? I think it even broke $5. But of course, I didn't sell at $5, guys. I sold around $3.80 ish, right? Because I didn't think it was going to break the whole dollar of $4 for those that are actually watching the technical analysis as well, right? I didn't think the $4 resistance was going to break, but however it did, and it went crazy. Okay, so I missed out on those gains somewhat, but it did 10x. Okay, now it's down right now, horrendous. It's back down under $1. It is down under $1, right? So I mean, this is going to be something. This is going to be something else. Anyways, so remember that, right? Now, another thing that you want to look out for as well, right? What would make it a lot better and what actually made me invest in MindMed, right? In the psychedelic sector, which I kind of went almost all in, right? I mean, at the time, my portfolio was about, it was around 30K, right? It was around 30K, and when was this? This was around 2 years ago, right? And I was like, dude, this company is going to be it, right? I mean, they're just going to be it. I was watching freaking Kevin O'Leary every day was talking about psychedelic medicine, and I've maybe dabbled in them previously, right? So I was like, dude, this is the shits. You know what I mean? They got it. They got it on lockdown. And MindMed as well was a leading company, right? They were a leading company in the sector. So it wasn't just like I was like, oh, cryptocurrency is the future, I'm gonna go buy a shitcoin. No, I wasn't doing that, right? And it's important to know that although industry could be the future, your company still needs to be doing well, right? And it still needs to be kind of ahead of other companies in order to get that market share from that industry, right? And it doesn't just, you don't just get a boost because everything goes up, right, in that industry. Although you do get that, you don't get the 10x boost. So MindMed, at the time, they actually had the most molecules in FDA trials when it came to psychedelic medicine. So I was like, dude, this company's kicking ass. They're like worth 50 cents in an industry that I believe in. Come on, let's go. All right, let's lock it in. We got this. Okay, their shares, there was no shares dilution. It passed everything. And I was like, this is the one, right? And when you get that moment is very, very, it feels so good, right? At least the moment you think you're right, okay? So, which I was right in this case. So with that being said, guys, that was the video on industry talk and the importance of industry when it comes to picking your next 10x penny stock. If you guys, just a quick recap, basically the point was you want the industry to be innovative and disruptive and have a big market cap, right? You want the industry to be massive. You want the industry to be huge, right? You don't want a company that's just selling freaking pens, right? Because what is the market for pens? It's probably small, other than a company who's maybe selling cars, right? Selling electric vehicles where everybody has a car. So that's a massive market that they can potentially market to, right? Or target. Anyways, with that being said, guys, thank you for watching. Happy investing. Money Talk.